Well, looks like we have finally did it. I have finally did it. I am now in episode 2 is now here. Yeah. And we're going to be playing Solar Smash. So yeah. Episode 1 of Solar Smash, but episode 2 of Spaces. You know, episode 0 was the tutorial and episode 1 had 3 parts. Wait, did it have 3? Yeah, but it did have 3 parts. Anyways, we're going to do a system, a solar system with the biggest stars ever. Actually, with the biggest planets ever, or the biggest objects ever, and some fan-made objects. So first, we're gonna make the sun. So first, we're gonna make the sun a little bit more bigger. Not yet. Not yet. Oh my god, stupid ad. Never mind, the game just restarted. Well, whatever. Anyways, we're just gonna do the same thing, an empty solar system, and then expand the sun. So yeah, maybe like this? Not yet. Yeah, that's good. 30,000 Kelvin. Yeah. If you're wondering what I just did, I just made the sun 30 Kelvin. 30,000 degrees Kelvin. Which means it's more bigger. It's a blue giant. Yeah. So now I'm just gonna be calling it I'm not gonna even be calling it anything. I'm just gonna be calling it Kepler 999. Yeah. So now we're gonna make the biggest planets, or the biggest objects. So first, where is it? How do I do it? Man, my game is lagging a lot. Anyways, we're gonna be making HD. Actually, HD 100546B. So yeah, let's just name this planet. If you're wondering, this is the biggest planet we've ever known. But there's a problem. When I was trying to test with this video, a previous video that failed, you know what happened? I just realized that Jupiter, that Jupiter in this game is 6991 something radius, around 70,000 radius, whatever radius. Yeah, but we have to multiply that by 7, and the maximum radii is 125,000. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna keep it like this. How is the video already 4 minutes, bro? I keep yapping every single time, man. I absolutely hate that. Anyways, now let's just make it a little bit more vermilion. Bam. But HD 100546B is a brown dwarf. So how about like that? Yep, that's better. Bam! Now HD 100546B is now rotating around this new sun. And instead of 7 times the size of Jupiter, it's now only 2 times the size of Jupiter. So yeah, here's Jupiter compared to it. Wait, it's not even 2 times the size of Jupiter. Well, that's just great. Anyways, now we're gonna do our second planet. A fan-made one. Very far. A little bit more far. And it has rings! But the only planets that have rings: Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Aphrodite in the Star-City universe. What? Okay, sorry, Star-City solar system. Anyways, so that means that we have to get Saturn, but we can't do that. So now we have to get. We have to use. Oh, my English is not Englishing. Now that means that we can't actually do anything now. So yeah. Anyways, I guess we're just gonna make it like this. If you're wondering why I'm making it red instead of orange, that's because it's supposed to be a T-type star. Actually, sorry, a T-type star is actually a brown dwarf. So yeah, I think I gotta make it around the size of Jupiter. I think it is 7,000. I think I should just make it 100,000. Yeah, maybe 90,000. Okay, maybe 100,000. And if you're wondering, this is supposed to be my fan-made planet, Kepler 974b. From Planet Balls. If you're wondering why it's foreshadowing, yeah, you just gotta see my posts. Anyways, now Kepler 974b without rings is complete. Now let's create Jupiter, since we're doing the biggest planets. So yeah, let's go. And doing Jupiter is as easy as just clicking a button with Jupiter on it, and then just spawn, and then just clicking a check mark button. Yeah, because it's easy. It's that easy. Anyways, now I'm gonna make Jupiter have a orbit, because I accidentally put it too close to Kepler 974b. That's what I was trying to say. Oh my god. So I guess this orbit is good for it. Yeah. Next one. You think it's gonna be Saturn, but no, it's gonna be Proxima Centauri. No, no, we literally can't do that. Hold on, let me just test something. Oh, that doesn't work, and that doesn't work. Well, I guess we can't do Proxima Centauri. That's just great. I guess we're gonna be doing Planet 9. Let's go. Which is basically as easy as getting... Actually, it's not. It's kinda easy. So Neptune is 24,622 radii. So yeah, we just gotta make it a little bit smaller by that. Like 21,611. Yeah. So now we just gotta make it even smaller than that. For example, 21,000. Let's say 20,611. Yeah, that feels good. So now I just gotta remember that. I remembered that. So yeah, 20,611. And then we just make it blue. A very dark blue. Yeah. So now we should be having Planet 9. Yeah. And some people call it, and I call it Planet X, even so Planet X is a different entity. But I'm just gonna call it Planet X. I don't care. I don't care what you say. You know it's fine. I'm just gonna make it Planet 9. Add a slash. Where's the slash? Okay, there's the slash. And then an X. We have officially created the biggest system. Because, you know, the star is big, so I have to put the orbits very far away from each other, so now I can't even zoom in on. Okay, yeah, this is the maximum zoom. I can't even see the entirety of Kepler 999, HT 100546b, Kepler 974b, Jupiter, and what was it again? Planet 9. I can't even see all of them at once, without one of them being partially shaded. Anyways, now we're gonna do the final one. Which one is it going to be? It's not gonna be Proxima Centauri, because, you know, we can't do that. So, I guess we get the smallest planet you can ever make. Whoa. 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 Wait, can we make it infinitely small? Nope, it's 400. Wow. And it's gonna be called Hershkabersk. Yeah. I really have no other names to say it. So yeah, now we have the smallest planet known to man. Yeah. This video is ended. Bye-bye. Wait, hold on a second. Let's make the mass the smallest mass known to man. So 0.00001. And then we decrease it, and it will just go to 0.00001. Now let's increase its speed. Now let's increase it to its rotation speed. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this random gibberish. Alright. This thing is so far from its star that it's just pure black. Anyways, this is all that we have. Bye bye. There's no episode 2 part 2. There's no episode 2 part 2. Thank you. Bye bye. And yes, World War III is still gonna come. I don't even know why I'm making so many projects, like Ali Quadrico that failed. Then there was, what is it called again? Solar Madness, that failed. Then there's World War III, and that will probably fail. Save. Oh my god. Bam. Alright, now that I have saved this absolute monstrosity, it's time to send a black hole! Black hole! Okay, but seriously, that's gonna be in part 2. Or maybe not. Yep. Anyways, bye-bye.